Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurudeva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hariom and greetings from Niagara Falls. When Kali was confronted by Raja Parikshita in Srimad Bhagavata, he sought solace from Raja Parikshita, and Raja Parikshita originally gave him four places that he can live. Later a fifth was added. Those four places, those original places are Pana. Pana is where alcohol is rampant. Then Striya, where lust is encouraged. Suna, where there's murdering of creatures. And Dyuta, where there's cheating. So bars, brothels, slaughterhouses, and casinos. And each of these abodes has actually been the cause for the destruction of one of Dharma's legs. One of Dharma's legs is tapa. Where there is drunk people, then there is no investing in themselves. They're extrovert. So tapa is broken. Where there's striya, where there's lust in brothels, that's where shaucha, cleanliness or organization, is broken. That's obvious. Suna, where creatures are killed for another creature's consumption, that is where daya is destroyed, compassion. And dyuta, deceit, lying, is about to break the fourth leg. That fourth leg is satya, which is living in a sattvic way, which is to think and speak and act in an integrated way. Dyuta and satya right now are fighting to see if that leg is going to heal or if it's going to break. Our Devi Culture Study Group, our satsang, is a fine opportunity for us to ensure that that fourth leg is strengthened, that fourth leg is healed once and for all, because what we're engaged in is satsang. We're associating with nobility, with the teachings, with each other, And this nobility is a way of healing ourselves, healing all those around, so that we're able to tune into Sat, to the truth. This is the vision of our Devi Culture Study Group. It's fundamental work to ensure that Dharma doesn't collapse. And we're engaged in this through studying Jagadisha Aarti or Jagadishwari Aarti. In the second verse, the second shloka, which we had studied, Kashtamite Tanaka and Dukhabinase Manaka. So what we're asking the Creator for is health, that's physical, and happiness, that's mental. We're asking for dukkha nivritti. Let pain be absent in sukha prapti. Let peace be present. And in our third shloka, we talked about Asha. Our Creator is our support. Our Creator is the one who's going to save us. So Asha, like Ashraya, Asha also means aspiration. Many of us studied Chandogya Upanishad, chapter 7, together recently. And in the 14th section, Asha is shared as what we should do upasana of. We should direct our aspirations, and that will lead us to prana. Prana here doesn't mean the breath. Prana means life. So sharing this more simply, today I was reflecting deeply about how I have been saved. And in a very tactile, overt way, it's someone who believed in me more than I believed in me. Someone who gave me an opportunity to feel and to share my potential. That's how I feel I've been saved from pleasure, possession, position. And I know a lot of you, I know a lot of our evolving adults, young adults, who also feel the same way. That someone has showed you that you are more than what you believe you are, has given you an opportunity to tune into that, to release that. We are offering Aarti to our Creator to burn up purposelessness, to show us what we're here to be, what we're here to do. We continue with Shloka 4. Please repeat. Tuma Purana Paramatma, Tuma Purana Paramatma, Tuma Antarayami, Swami Tuma Antarayami, Tuma Antarayami, Swami Tuma Antarayami, Para Brahma Parameshwara, Para Brahma Parameshwara, Para Brahma Parameshwara, Para Brahma Parameshwara, Tuma Sabke Swami, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Tuma Sabke Swami, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Tuma Purana Paramatma. Here our Rishi is sharing with us that whom we're offering Aarti is the highest. That's where the word Parama is used. We're all students of Vedanta. We know that Atma, we know that Brahma, both are the highest. So then why use words like Paramatma, Parabrahma? Because intellectually, we know they're the highest, but we still feel that there must be something higher. So using how we're feeling about the spirit, about the infinite, that word para is used. That this is the highest. Now tell me, how do you how do you know you're tuned into or you've reached the highest? When we have internalized the highest, we no longer seek gain. Imagine a life where we no longer seek gain. That is feeling puran. That's feeling purnatva, that completion. Tuma purana paramatma, tuma antarayami. This is a lovely word. Antaryami means the one who's within, the one who knows us. And if you open these words, antar is like antaha. And the word yami means a female relationship. Okay, so a sister, a mother, a daughter, a female relationship. So this word antaryami is so lovely for our study, no? We're all Devis. That the one who knows us the most, the one who's closest to us, is a relationship that is a Devi relationship. So I'm offering Aarti to the one who is Antaryami. Then, Para Brahma Parameshwara, and this is what I've been sharing already. Here, first we read the word Atma, so Paramatma, then Brahma, Parabrahma, then Ishvara, Parameshwara. So 3 different orientations are being highlighted. Atma is the closest, it's almost like creation. Then Ishvara is in between, that's like the creator. And then Brahma is the farthest, that's like consciousness. Creation, creator, and consciousness are all para, they're all the same. So it really changes how I should interact with creation. It really changes what I believe to be infinite. I think of space, time, matter. Infinite is awareness. I feel awareness. That means I'm infinite. The way that Sri Ramana shares this, he says, we have our Atma Darshana, we have our Vishwa Darshana, and we have our Brahma Darshana. Atma Swarupa, Vishwarupa, and Brahma Rupa, they're all the same. God realization is self-realization, self-realization is infinite realization. All the same. And finally, Tum Sab Ke Swami. In my parents' puja room on the top floor, there is an image of Satya Sai Baba. Satya Sai Baba is the older one, correct? Sai Baba, then we'll just call him Sai Baba, the older one. And it says, Sabka Malik Ek. I think that's a famous saying, if I've said that correctly. And here too, Tum Sabake Swami. You are the creator of all. You are the consciousness in all. We use the word Antaryami. When someone is trying to internalize this, then what is their relationship with the rest of creation? With people, with animals, with plants, with stones? Much more cooperative. Much more conducive. I go out of my way to help others because we have the same boss. We have the same parents. In our families, if you have a sibling, if you have siblings, and they're struggling with their family life, let's say, or someone is not well, or financially they're struggling, they may be far away, you may not see them often, but it's still a weight on you, correct? They're still in your radar. Imagine how loving we would be if we felt all Devis as our sisters, all Devas as our brothers. Tum sabake Swami, then all I would do would be dedicated to helping others. Lots of content in one verse. Let's chant this together. Please keep in mind the key words and the key thoughts. Tuma Purana Paramatma, Tuma Antarayami, Swami Tuma Antarayami. Para Brahma Parameshwar, Para Brahma Parameshwar, Tuma Sabake Swami, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता. मैं मूरख खलकामी, मैं मूरख खलकामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी. कृपा करो भरता, कृपा करो भरता. ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे. Tuma karuna ke sagar. The word karuna means compassion, it means empathy. Ke sagara, your compassion and empathy is endless. Now, some may be thinking technically that the ocean is not endless. The Atlantic, Pacific Oceans, they have a beginning, they have an end. But if you're in the middle of that ocean, then they don't have an end, correct? In fact, if you're a poor swimmer, if you're in the middle of a pool, there's no end to that pool, correct? When I bathe Vyasa, he's still small. So when he loses his balance in the tub, it's really traumatizing for him because that water goes up to his chin. So I have to just put my arm there so he can hold on. But there's no end to that water for him. Now, empathy. Empathy is when someone knows what you're going through. Whether they've gone through it or they can visualize what you're going through. Now, as humans, we know people who are perfectly empathetic. Imagine our creator. Imagine our parent, how perfectly, our original parent, how perfectly empathetic she would be. And the implication of this is we shouldn't feel guilty. I know a lot of us, we feel guilty for what we didn't do, what we are doing. We feel we don't deserve the gifts in our lives. We don't deserve to sit and prostrate at the altar. But our Creator is empathetic. There's no asking for forgiveness because Bhagavan is never offended. Earlier, I was speaking to many teams for CVS. We did a virtual workshop today. And the focus of the workshop was leading with courage. And one of the messages I shared was, when you like someone on your team, someone you work with, you overlook all of their mistakes, isn't it? You overlook all of their deficiencies. And if you dislike someone on your team, if you dislike someone in your study group right now, you oversee every word they speak, every action, what they're wearing, what they're not wearing, correct? See how likes and dislikes totally changes how we're with someone. Now, if someone I like, I'm ready to overlook their errors. Imagine someone who loves me. How they would never take offense. There's no room for guilt that will slow us down, that will stunt our growth. Tuma palana karata. You're the one who palanas like pati. You're the one who protects me. You're the one who nourishes me. So connecting this to a theme that is moving through shloka 4 and 5, antaryami, empathy. There are 2 reasons to pray. How many of you remember the 2 reasons to pray? I shared this in our Upadesh Sara course. I shared this in Cleveland. The higher reason to pray is to be grateful. The lower reason to pray is to be purposeful. The higher reason, grateful, I just want to be in your presence. I know, tuma palana karta. Why do I have to ask for anything? Why do I focus on my wants? Why do I even focus on my needs? You're antaryami. You're the one who's looking after me. So when one prays, it's just out of gratitude. Just want to be in your presence, like Prahlada, like Dhruva. Now to get to that level of prayer, our prayer is to be, this is the next highest, not the highest, but one lower, is to be purposeful. That if I want something in my life, if I need something in my life, I should ask you. You're the one who's Parameshwara, Parameshwari. You're the one who's the creator. You're Parabrahma. You're the one who's infinite. Why would I ask the people next to me? They themselves are so needy. Why would I ask them? I should ask someone who's not needy. No. To be purposeful. And we studied this in the second shloka. Jo dhyave phala pave. All that I strive for, you're the one who gives that to me. Jo dayaku phalachari. Hanumanji, you can give me dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Deep, really deep thoughts. Me muraka. Kalakami. I like this word muraka. We heard it so many times. We heard it for 30 weeks during Moha Mudgara, no? Mudamate, again and again. And I chanted it once, then you chanted it once, and then we chanted it together. So it was exponentially more. Very simply, muraka is someone who's moody. Muraka is someone who's moody. There's no balance inside. Suppose you have a hot pot of dal and you have to take it from the ground floor to the top floor. And there's someone you know that is just clumsy. Are you going to give them that pot? And if you do and they drop it, it's your fault. You know that they're clumsy. You should give it to someone who knows how to carry a pot, correct? They know about balance and weight and heat. So muraka is someone who's imbalanced. Now why? This is the important part. Kala kami. Kala means vicious. Kami means desirous. The more incomplete I am inside, that's viciousness, the more kami I am. I want more stuff to feel full. And here I'll reference a really lovely dialogue in the Ramayana where when Hanumanji meets Vibhishana, he asks him, how are you living here? Because Hanumanji got to see all of Lanka. The words I just described, Pana, Striya, Suna, Dyuta, all of that is Lanka. And we even say Sone ki Lanka, correct? That fifth place for Kali, that's Lanka also. So Hanumanji is asking Vibhishana, how are you living here? And Vibhishana tells Hanumanji, living here is worse than Naraka. Naraka we all know to be hell. He calls where he's living as Kala, the same Kala I'm using here, Kala Mandali. Mandali means a machine, a web, and kala means viciousness. This web of viciousness, when I'm with selfish people, quite often I don't even realize that they are selfish, and I realize even less that I'm becoming like them. Almost like we see in a movie, there's someone who engages in a gateway drug, right? Something very light with a few people, then they start doing it by themselves, then they need a higher dosage. Kala Mandali, Vibhishana says, I'm like a tongue that's living amongst teeth. Those teeth keep on biting me. And I keep getting hurt by this, and he's feeling very dejected. And then Hanumanji says to Vibhishana, it's such a lovely and hilarious dialogue. Hanumanji says to Vibhishana that you may be living amongst these teeth, but the tongue comes before the teeth, and the tongue will be there after those teeth too, no? And it's true, Vibhishana lasted longer. And what Guruji, Swami Tejayananda shared with us, he said, the tongue can call the dentist to remove those teeth, right? And that's what Vibhishana did. He called Bhagwan Rama to remove all of those teeth, one by one. So I'm imbalanced. I feel incomplete inside, so I keep trying to complete myself outside. What am I supposed to do? Me sevaka tuma swami. That the way I'm going to reconcile all of this, I'm offering Aarti to you. Agni Devata is my witness that what I'm thinking, what I'm praying for, I'm going to live by that. Me sevaka tuma swami. What is a defining characteristic of someone who's a sevaka? Someone who worships the cause, someone who's a servant to a master. Choiceless cheer. Choiceless cheer is the characteristic. Choiceless in the sense that that cause is more important than me. My master knows more than me. So choiceless. I don't have this likes and dislikes opinion. I may have a perspective that this is a way to do it, this is another way to do it. But that choicelessness, that I am someone who's missing. I'm someone who's incomplete, and I'm serving one who's not missing anything, someone who is complete. And so the cheer, that if my way of doing something is accepted, there's cheer, and if it's not accepted, there's cheer there too. In Vedanta, we call this prasada buddhi. When Bhagavan consciously graces us with a fruit, prasad. When Bhagavan consciously doesn't grace us with the fruit, that is the fruit then. Prasad. Kripa karo bharata. Kripa is grace that comes in the form of inspiring thoughts. I'm asking Bhagavan, I'm asking Jagadishwari, I'm asking Parameshwari, I'm asking Antaryami, nourish these thoughts for me to be your sevika, for me to feel you are the one who engages in looking after me. Let us chant together. Tum karuna ke sagar, tum palan karta, Swami tum palan karta. मैं मूरख खल कामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता, ओम जय जगदीश हरे. Narayana.